Hey everyone, Rob from Southgate Media Group here. Before we get started with this podcast, we have a quick message. If this is your first time checking out the show, we love that you found us and we really hope you enjoy it. What we have to say is for the subscribers. If you enjoy our shows, would you please donate to help keep these going? We don't want to have to put traditional ads on these shows, but this does cost money. So we really do rely heavily on donations. To make a donation to the show, please go to our website, www.southgatemediagroup.com. Go to the page for the show, and in the upper right-hand corner is a donate button. It takes you right to PayPal, and you can donate whatever amount you want. Thanks a lot for listening, everybody. And now, on with the show.
This is Victoria Cartagena, Renee Montoya in Gotham, and you're listening to Before the Bat, the Gotham podcast.
Welcome to Before the Bat, the Gotham podcast. Gotham's back again. We're back again. Seems like they keep taking breaks, but we're here. I'm Phil. With me is Kelly.
Hey!
And brand new daddy Tyler.
Hey. Lack of sleep, Tyler, but it's all good. It's all good.
Welcome to parenthood.
We told you. Don't worry, it gets better.
You still don't sleep, even when they get old, so.
Yeah, but, I mean, your child will sleep more regularly.
Yeah, but you may not.
It's all right. That's what I'm saying. He's home, he's healthy, so it's all good.
That's awesome.
Cool. All right, let's dive in. What did everyone think of the episode, What the Little Bird Told Him?
I liked it. I thought it was cool. Just, the electrocutioner cobblepotted twice. He got, let's see, I don't want to give too much away as we get into it, but I actually really enjoyed this episode all around. I thought the pacing was good, the depth was good, the different character things were good, the laughs were good. Overall, it's probably been one of my favorite episodes recently.
Really? Even though we had no Bruce and Alfred, and we did have a appearance by Barbara again?
Well, the Barbara appearance didn't bother me because I love that she was like trying to run home, and they're like, "Oh, you're staying?" I was like, "Yeah, that's what you get, Barbara." But no, like I stated before, like I'm completely okay with not seeing Bruce and Alfred in every episode. It makes their journey better because then they can skip ahead, and they can next time we see them, they could be tighter. They could be working together. We don't have to see all that little detail, so I'm okay with not seeing them for a couple episodes and then them showing back up. To me, that works better.
Or should I say, Bruce Wayne wasn't in this episode. Well, what do you think, Kelly?
I liked it. I liked that there were so many moving parts in this episode.
Yeah.
That's what was fun for me, was, okay, we got all these little subplots going around, and who's gonna get whacked first, and, how fun was it to watch poor Cobblepot get messed up, and it just was all around a really fun episode. It was good to have lots of stuff going on, I think.
They should call Cobblepot the human punching bag.
Yeah.
Yes.
Poor guy.
I'm really waiting for him to snap more.
What was that?
You can almost feel bad for him.
Snap. And I do feel bad for him because, like, as much as he's a bad guy, I actually want to see him succeed. Like, I want to see him take over crime.
The anti-hero.
Well, he kind of took a big step this episode.
He took something. I love when he woke up like, I gotta meet with Don Falcone. What?
Oh, I love how Maroni was like, "You were talking in your sleep. You said you had to meet with Falco."
Yeah.
No.
I would have been like, I was electrocuted, man. Like, I don't know what's going on in my head.
He's like, no, my mother's dying, but you're right, it can wait.
Oh my gosh. Just so much of... I love Maroni because sometimes you're not sure if he's buying it or if he is or isn't. You don't know where he stands sometimes with Cobblepot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's good at playing it straight.
He's quite the charmer with those cops, man.
Yeah, he is. And I'll tell you what, I liked just enough fish in this episode. Just enough. Not too much, not too little. Especially when poor Cobblepot finally got there and was like, it's fish. And he's telling him. And then what kills me is, I don't know, as far as Cobblepot, I'd be like, look, Don Maroney, this is what I've suspected and I've discovered, but I haven't been able to prove it yet. That's why I haven't told you yet about the girl. But he just gets slapped in the face anyways.
Oh, by Falcone.
Yeah.
I know. That just got me, because if I was Falcone, I'd be like, well, if you knew this, why didn't you tell me before now?
Exactly. And all he has to do is say, I haven't got the proof I needed, but now, in light of things, I want to tell you this. But no one believes Cobblepot. They just smack him, and then they discover, oh yeah, he's right.
Poor guy.
Just be like, Don Falcone, if anyone knows about mother issues, it's me.
Yeah.
I did like that we had the, what do you call it, the flashback for Falcone at the beginning.
Oh, with his mother? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I do like that, because I was like, man, this is really neat that we finally got more. I think flashbacks could be utilized more in the series.
I don't know, the whole series is kind of a flashback.
Yeah.
In a way.
But did you see, we kind of called it last episode, they said the electrocutioner changed his last name, and it was originally Buczynski.
Yep.
You heard it here first, folks.
So I'm trying to think, man, there's so much good stuff, like little things I picked up on this episode from just not only with the executioner, but just the idea, like with his whole backstory being tied to Maroney and being part of the job that went south.
Mm-hmm.
To the way Gordon muscled his way back into being detective.
Well, and we learned that Gordon is well grounded.
Oh, I saw you live tweet that.
I was thinking he was more insulated, but got his winter coat.
But yeah, Gordon got his badge back and everything, which I think I actually have the clip here. This was like my favorite exchange of the episode. Hold on.
I hope you have some nasty pictures of him, because I bet what you said was very, very rude. I'm done being careful. You think you've been careful so far? Men like Commissioner Loeb are never going to trust me. You think you've been careful so far, so why play nice? You think you've been careful so far. Don't worry.
That is the best.
Bullock was just full of the best, like, just, I don't know, the comedic Bullock was there. I was really digging it.
Yeah, he's been at least the last 2 episodes, he's had the best lines of the episodes. You think you've been careful so far?
Hey, at least the voodoo doll wasn't him this week, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you, Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, then we got this scene with Gordon and Dr. Tompkins. Is that what you're going to say? Hello? What?
I said at the end was great.
Oh, yeah.
With Dr. Tompkins. I was like, good. I was like, you know what? I was like, this show already is an alternate universe. Dr. Tompkins could give birth to Barbara Gordon. That's where Batgirl could come from.
I heard you in my head saying that as soon as I saw that.
I'm completely okay with that.
She would probably have a better head on her shoulders.
Oh, psh.
I don't know why that's funny, but it is.
It is just funny because I'm just thinking, it'd be one of those, like, I guess you got everything from your father. But one thing I was hoping was the whole time they held off saying who the commissioner was till the end of the episode, and they said it was Commissioner Loeb, and I was like, cool, because I was like, I wonder who the commissioner was supposed to be.
Yeah.
But let's talk about that interesting riddle of a bullet and a cupcake. Anyone else figure it out?
Oh, yeah.
It's a sexual harassment suit waiting to happen.
I'll tell you the answer to the riddle. It's Eddie's not going on any dates in the immediate.
There you go.
And then he overheard her. She's like, "Oh, he's so creepy." Thanks.
I felt sorry for him, and I was like, as soon as that happened, I was like, and that's how you give birth to a supervillain.
I feel bad for him now, but then that girl's gonna show up with like no skin or something, you know.
Well, yeah, and then I'll feel bad for her, but that's how you give birth to a supervillain. You just treat them bad, and look what happens.
I can't wait for another Nigma for autopsy. That was so awesome where he started trying to do the autopsy a couple episodes ago. I hope he does it again.
I would really like to see more of him, period.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. His character is just so wonderfully geeky, creepy, just weird.
Yeah.
It's great.
Then we're getting the Scarecrow here soon too.
And he's supposed to be a kid, isn't he?
I think he's supposed to be kind of young. Yeah.
Because we're supposed to meet his father at the same time. So that's what I took it as, is we're going to see him, which I like, because I like putting things back in the perspective of where they would be in perspective to Bruce Wayne. Not, Bruce. No wonder Batman fights crime. All the criminals are in wheelchairs and walkers.
Be a lot of creeps on this show soon.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, and then after I think there's like the Scarecrow episode. It's supposed to be 2 episodes. Then I think immediately after that, we get Grayson's episode.
Yes.
That'll be awesome.
I don't think we discussed that yet.
Do we need to? Because I think we're going to spend an entire episode talking about how awesome it's going to be, just because they have the term Grayson in it.
It's not even just a term; it'll be his parents.
I know.
Wonder if we'll see Zuko.
I'm telling you, that's just a character I think they could have brought in beforehand. Like, just, is that street thug Tony Zuko, always trying to make a name for himself. Some throwaway dialogue.
Yeah, I could be working for Maroni or somebody.
Oh, on the other hand, let's just talk about how creepy Zaz is, period.
Yes.
Just being there.
Go to work.
I know, I was just like, Zaz creeps me out.
Well, that's the thing. He's gonna. I don't know if he is so far yet, but he's gonna be that serial killer. Marks his body at times.
He totally looks like Voldemort. He's very reptile-like.
He's already marking himself. It's just we're waiting for him to kind of break away from Falcone and do his own thing. But the actors nails it so well. It's just so creepy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love it at the end where they catch fish and then they all just come busting in. And I'm just I'm like, Zaz, I'm going to tear it up.
I wonder if he's going to get to torture fish next episode.
Oh my gosh, if so, we're going to have a very long podcast.
Oh, but I wanted to say, at the end there, when Falcone shows up at Fish's place and, like, he figured, now he knows that Liza was sent to betray him and all this and blah, blah, blah. Saying he kills Liza.
Yeah.
Chokes her with his bare hands. I think we can say indirectly, since Cobblepot gave him the information that led to him killing Liza, indirectly she was Cobblepotted.
I'll go with you on that. I'll go with you on that.
Got an indirect Cobblepotting.
Cobblepotting in the 2nd degree?
Oh! I think that because I was sitting there thinking, like, Falcone needs to realize something. Like, I know he's old, but come on, man. Don't be so dense. Gotta know something's up. She's too good. She's too young and too good to be true, man. Don't be that old guy that doesn't realize what's going on.
What, you mean all the rich old guys?
Yep, exactly.
They have power? Yeah.
With great power comes young women.
That's what Stanley really meant when he was writing some things. He was like, that sounds bad. Responsibility. That sounds better.
With great power comes young women.
I think somebody got some sound effects they're trying to try out today.
Uh-huh. I actually got a meme, and it's kind of funny. I showed it to my daughter because it says, do well in school, or you could be married to him.
But yeah, when Liza got killed, and I thought about the indirect cobblepotting. I want some kind of sound effect where, like, we talked about the cobblepotting. We just need Tyler as a sound effect saying, "There's your cobblepot."
Well, it should be somebody banging on a cast iron skillet. Because you got the pot, so.
Yeah, but a skillet made of cobblestone, so we have cobblepot. I did like the little side thing they had with Robin Lord Taylor during the commercials. I don't know if you guys watched it live, where like he was on set kind of talking about. So I thought that was pretty cool. Just a nice little behind the scenes thing.
Was he talking to the wardrobe woman? Did they say something about Fish is eventually gonna be wearing Bullock's coat?
Yes.
And I was like, hopefully she's wearing Bullock's coat as she's tossed in the river, and they're trying to set Bullock up for her murder.
Well, I was gonna say unless he covers her up when he finds her dead body.
That could be
that would work too. And he's like, "Oh, Fish, you just couldn't take it."
Yeah, I was gonna say, watch, she'll probably survive, but she could not make it past next episode.
Are you trying to make my day? Because it sounds like it. So I'm pretty happy here.
Well, you think about it. Originally, this season was only supposed to be, 13 episodes?
Right.
Yep.
And what's next week going to be, episode 12 or 13? So maybe they're going with the original. Maybe they're going with the original plan. Maybe she wasn't supposed to make it past 12 or 13 episodes.
Could be right. I mean, it's one of those things. Maybe they're going to get rid of her and bring in somebody else. I'm completely okay with that, by the way.
Zuko.
Well, what I like was they talked about they're going to have the Red Hood show up in some form.
Yes, the original Red Hood.
And I'm okay
Cool.
with that because there's been multiple Red Hoods. So I'm okay with the idea of there being a Red Hood.
Yeah, but I think it's supposed to be the original. Kelly, do you know who the original Red Hood was?
Nope.
Well, after taking a swim through a vat of chemicals, he emerges as the Joker.
Ah, interesting. Interesting.
So yet another Batman villain who he will face, who will be geriatric.
I'm okay. Like, I'm okay with the Red Hood, but I really don't want the Joker on the show, to be honest with you. I really don't. I mean, if they bring him in, if they were to introduce some characters that were like the young thug, and they went kind of with the way of he starts out with just a petty criminal with, or something like that, and create characters that one of them might be the Joker, I'd be fine with, but I really don't want to see a full-on Joker type character.
It just seems like they're trying to throw everyone into the mix now. I mean, I'd be happy with some original, well, besides Fish, some original characters.
Yeah, especially more reoccurring villains.
Yeah.
Other than the Mob.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the Mob is a constant Gotham, unless they do something where this is the Mob's last hurrah, basically, like, the Mob doesn't realize they're getting phased out, making way for the super criminal. And that's what we're going to be seeing is the show's kind of the rise of the supervillain as the Mob slowly starts to realize that it's no longer in control.
Well, yeah, I think that's a big theme on in most of the Batman stories where it's like, the Mob was running the town and then all of a sudden,
Somebody else moved in.
Well, yeah, half the time those mobsters always blame Batman because they're like, you're responsible for bringing these freaks, into town.
Mm-hmm. Because they had to get worse to try to beat you.
Escalation.
Yep.
But I don't know. I'm completely okay with what the show's doing. So I just want to see what it does because I find it's interesting. I think it's interesting that they actually have police officers that guard Arkham. In all my information, I've never heard of actual officers guarding a mental hospital.
After last episode, I think it's a good idea.
You know who would be really cool they could bring in? I'm trying to remember the name. I think it's Lockdown.
Is it
or Lock Up?
I think it's Lock Up, yeah.
Yeah.
Bring Lau Boltman or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, bring him in as the new person hired to run security at Arkham. Be a very easy, a character that's somewhat known but not too well known.
Maybe even when you introduce him, have him normal, and then maybe like some of the inmates get to him and like torture him or something.
You have it to where basically the idea is he's in there for so long trying to be just that eventually he snaps himself.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That you can, being around them, it's almost like the idea of it's like a social disease. Being around these people for so long will bring the worst out in you. Even when you start off, you can make him a really good, just guard who gets appointed to be the head guard, and then over time he just gets corrupt as the rest of them.
A social disease? Gotham City, always carry your protection.
Is there even protection for Gotham City? Because I don't think there is.
Well,
Can we in one
he had to
episode
wear his
just have
gumboots. Jim Gordon had to wear his gumboots.
Can we just have one episode where someone makes a comment like Gotham City, City of Justice, City of Peace? Like, just somebody say that off the line from that horrible R. Kelly song, please. Like, I will lose my crap if they make some sort of off reference to that.
I can't believe you said that, because I actually heard that song today.
Maybe it's a City of Peas.
Yes.
For everyone.
Peas and not peace.
Oh, that's gross. But yeah.
Gotham's got to have a cannery somewhere, right?
Oh my gosh.
We're back!
Uh-oh. Crash!
But yeah, so that was just kind of my thinking, because I don't know. I think the show, like, Bullock could say it and kind of get away with it and, like, passing.
Oh, Bullock can get away with a lot.
He can.
Think you were careful?
He gets all the fun.
I love Gordon threatening the commissioner.
Oh, see, because what makes me excited is the fact that Loeb was the commissioner before Gordon.
Yep, and Batman Begins and Year One, yeah.
So
He reminded me of Jim Gordon from the Batman Begins trilogy. Just the kind of look they did with his hair and his glasses and stuff.
Did you
Exactly.
notice when they were standing there, with all the reporters and everything, and the cops were like standing behind them? There was a cop who kind of had a similar style to Gordon in the movies. He had the mustache, his hair kind of looked similar.
Mm.
I mean, you blink and you missed it, but there was a cop. They had him. He looked like him from Batman Begins.
I'll have to revisit that and check that out.
Oh, and what about Barbara's family? Weren't they awesome?
Oh, there's got to be Tyler's new favorite character because they treated her like crap.
They
I
are
was like-
totally creepy.
I felt bad for it. At the same time, I'm like, that's what you get, stupid. I guess it proves that was Barbara's apartment because, like, Gordon says the line about kind of in between places right now.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Like he's staying at the precinct, and Barbara's with her parents. So what? So we didn't see them, but Kat and Ivy are still having their sleepover at this apartment.
Probably. The last time he was there, he saw the bowl and stuff, and that kind of creeped him out, I think.
Yeah, unless he thought she came back and left or something.
They're just playing Ring Around the Rosie.
So you guys think Barbara's hit bottom yet?
No, when she jumps off the bridge and ends in the river, then she's hit.
Oh, ouch! Ouch! I mean, you think about it. I mean, they could do the whole redemption story with Barbara too. If she hits bottom and figures out her head
And
belongs
floats.
figures out her head belongs on her shoulders instead of somewhere else, then she could go down that road and try to redeem herself. But yeah, it'd be a long hoe.
Don't say it, Tyler. Don't say it.
I ain't saying nothing. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what Barbara does. You know what? If the writers just find a way to work the character, because I feel like so much of her character is just because they're like, yeah, Barbara. What are we gonna do with her? Know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's the writers' room.
I think I don't know. I honestly feel like it would have been better off if they just would have introduced her as the show went on, instead of already having her there at the beginning.
Yeah, maybe have him meet her.
Yeah, but
I wonder how long they've been together, because even her parents were like, "How's your
cop
police officer, gentleman?" Yes.
Yeah.
She's like, he's good.
Yes, we've been engaged for 7 years because I can't make up my mind.
It's just, there are people who are like that are just so aloof that you can't identify with them at all. And I think her parents have pretty much disowned her,
Well, yeah. Huh. Wouldn't you?
Yes.
I was waiting for his yes.
I don't know. It's still like just one of those things that's kind of like, Barbara, what do you want to do with your life? I don't know. It's just how did they meet? Like, why is she attracted to Gordon? Like, I don't know. There's too many questions.
Wouldn't he have the moral obligation to turn her in because he knows he's got to know she's popping pills and booze.
How does he know that though? He hasn't seen her lately.
But and even when she was there though, you could tell she was just kind of, how should I put this? Buzzed.
Yeah.
She just.
Yeah, but if she has pills prescribed to her, I mean, she's not really breaking law.
It's true.
He's in love with her.
That's
He's
true.
As Tyler goes, why?
Hey, we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. And Gordon's rectifying that by finding him a real woman.
Yep. I think there was pictures. I think in the Grayson episode, I think they're at the circus.
Yeah, I saw that.
Dr. Tompkins, yeah, looks like it.
I'm
Awesome.
completely cool with that. Bring it on. That's what I say.
Maybe that's the first date, circus or something.
Does he say, "Tell me, doctor, do you like the circus?"
Oh.
That's the funniest line in that whole movie because he says circus really, really weird. Even as a child, I thought that was a funny, weird line and made fun of it.
I don't remember that line, sadly. I'm gonna have to get back and watch that now.
I think it's still on Netflix.
I think it is too.
What isn't the line before that something like, "I need to get you out of those clothes," and she's like, "What?" And he's like, "And into a black dress."
Yep.
Tell me, do you like the circus?
Yep, that's exactly the line.
Poor Val Kilmer.
Hey, Val Kilmer was not a horrible Batman.
No, George Clooney was a horrible Batman.
Yep.
He did not try to change his voice at all when he was in his suit. He's like, "Hi, I'm Bruce Wayne. Hi, I'm Batman."
Hi, I'm George Clooney.
I saw a thing online where they were talking about rating the best to worst Batman. It was fun.
Oh, Clooney has to be the worst.
Nope, there's one I think it's worse than Clooney, but everyone forgets about Robert Lowry. That's right. Everyone forgets about the Batman serials.
Yeah, but that was a product of their time, too.
Still, horrible Batman.
I know, but Clooney was 97. They had the technology and the story writing to make a better Batman.
They could rebuild him better, stronger, faster.
But did you what was it, the Golden Globes, I think? Did you just watch that, where Clooney got a Lifetime Achievement Award?
No.
Yes.
Tyler, did you see they showed like clips from like all his movies, but there was not one Batman and Robin clip in there?
You know what? If I was him at this point, I would own it. I'd be like, whatever. I was Batman at a point. So what if it was not everyone's favorite? Who cares?
I know, but I don't know if that's his choice. I don't know if like the people who put that together. But I was like, there's one movie conspicuously absent.
And like I said, that movie is not as bad as people just hate on it.
I think your childhood is coloring your.
Oh, it's not perfect. Don't get me wrong, but I can watch it more than I can watch some Batman 66. And all that movie is a blown-up 66.
So when he says, "I want to thank the Academy," maybe he was thanking them for leaving the clip out?
Probably.
I don't know.
I don't know how we strayed, but come on, Tyler, you have to admit the Michael Keaton ones are better than the.
You know what? We should save this for a discussion for a different cast, because if you really go back and watch and analyze them, you'll find different things out of each film. And I will say, none of the Batman anthology films are perfect, but they each have varying degrees of things I like about them.
Even the Clooney one?
Yeah, because, for instance, it's one that I can watch with kids who like Batman.
Mm.
Like when I'm babysitting, they can watch that one. I watched a 5-year-old want to watch Batman on Netflix and turn on Batman Returns, and then he was hiding because he was scared.
Yep.
So, but we watched Batman and Robin, and he enjoyed it. So I can, in that perspective, I can get behind it. Just like Batman Brave and the Bold.
Yeah.
You know, Brave and the Bold's a series that you can watch as a family with kids and enjoy it. So
What about Mask of the Phantasm, Kelly? Have you watched that yet?
Not yet. I have it though. Finally.
that's my number 2.
I finally have it. So yes, that's actually on my list. I don't know when I'll get to it, but I'm hoping soon. I have to teach tomorrow, so I'm yeah. This weekend is going to be a blur.
We'll just walk. Oh, I hear that. I was working 10-hour day this week, but
I'm gone 12 hours a day every day, so 5 days a week. So
you always got to be competitive.
yeah, I do. Well, it doesn't
I'm
help.
taking care of a newborn baby that just got out of the hospital.
There you go.
And making sure my wife heals.
That's a good thing.
Oh yeah, well mine's almost 2 and runs around. So there.
Mine is 13 and is, well, right now she's probably Skyping with friends, but because finals were this week, so.
We go from the extremes. Tyler's newborn baby to Kelly's daughter. Oh my god, he's probably so cute.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, just watch Mask of the Phantasm, and next time we have a break, maybe we'll review that one.
That would be
sounds
awesome.
I cannot wait to review that one.
hmm That's my second favorite Batman film that was released in theaters.
Because they even have the gangster angle in that.
Very cool. Yeah, I finally got it from Amazon.
And a different version of, like, the Joker pre-Joker.
Cool.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. Gotham could utilize something similar to that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, new characters. Andrea Beaumont. There we go.
Yeah, but she'd have to be like Bruce's age, huh?
Exactly. We need more characters Bruce's age.
Yeah,
Yes.
and to see Bruce interact with them.
Well, after the last 2 episodes, we need to see Bruce.
Yes, we need to see Bruce, but
Bring back Tommy Elliott.
yes.
Yeah.
And Alfred,
Let's-
letting the
You know,
dogs loose.
let's do an episode that's more, centric to Bruce. Like, we do a couple episodes away, then we swing back and do one that's more just about Bruce.
Well, I think that's what they did. Then season finale, I think, is they were trying to Bruce-centric. So I don't know if they knew the next 2 episodes. They're like, yeah, we're Bruce.
Well, they had to know, because they had to have been already in the pipeline.
Oh, yeah.
So, because you usually write, I mean, you're prepping one episode while you're filming. You're getting everything ready, props and everything for the episode, the next episode while you're filming the one that you're working on. So, it had to have been written at least probably 2 episodes before that.
Yeah. And where are Montoya and Alan?
That's a good question.
I mean, we saw Montoya a little bit last week, but besides that.
They're hiding.
Alan's about to become the spirit of vengeance, the Spectre.
They need to make Montoya the question.
Where's a joke about that? Like, they were just like, Montoya, question. And then, like some...
if Eddie asked her that.
Exactly. That's so easy dialogue just to hit at that would not feel forced, that you could put in for fans to just kind of laugh and eat up, that wouldn't really take away from anything.
How great would that be if Eddie started asking her questions and she could answer, like, every riddle?
That would be cool. Be like Jeopardy.
It would be very interesting. That's a very interesting battle of wit. The question versus the Riddler.
Wow, dramatic.
Mm-hmm. So clearly I cannot drink the wine in front of you.
Do you like cupcakes? Do you like bullets?
But not together.
I will say that riddle was a little far-fetched. I was like, that don't even make sense. There's a lot of other ways you could deduce that.
What's green and red and in a blender? A frog.
Oh, watermelon? I'm telling you, if I was Batman, my worst villain to fight would be the Riddler, because I'd never figure out anything.
You'd have to have your bat computer to do it for you.
I'd be like, anybody else want to take this case? Yo, Bullock. It's all you.
You just have to find him once and punch him in the face and say, shut up.
There you go.
Take this, Mr. E.
Oh, and is that another Batman Forever reference?
Yep.
Mr. E. Enigma. Enigma. E.
I had that movie on the other day for my dog.
What? For your dog?
Because, we were bringing the baby home upstairs and everything, and, I just wanted some noise in the background, because the dog was in the bedroom. So Netflix was on, I hit it, and that was right there. So my dog just keeps watching Batman forever.
Forever.
Here, watch this.
He's watching Batman forever.
I thought you meant you left the house and put this on for your dog.
I've done that before Mask of the Phantasm.
Oh, really?
Because the DVD will just, it's one of those old DVDs where it'll play, then when it's done, the menu will play for a little bit, but then it'll just start the movie again. So
cool.
It can just constantly be playing, just to have background noise for the dog when we weren't home.
Yeah, some dogs do get nervous.
Kelly, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
I'm looking at some of the tweets from Monday.
Uh-huh.
And did you tweet the Cameron Bicondova?
I tweeted her a couple times.
You tweeted, trying to figure out Enigma's thought process is like trying to wrangle caffeinated guinea pigs.
Yes. Long story. But yeah, I tweeted with her several times, but she was getting just barraged.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, there was no way, and she wasn't really replying to much of anything. She was making her own tweets, so it was fun
There's no
anyway.
time. Yeah, there's no time for her to talk. She should come on this show.
That's right.
I agree.
Okay, most of you come on. Most of the characters. I say most of the characters on the show. Come on our podcast. Tyler likes you.
Hey, I will talk with anybody, even Barbara.
They just might
I'd be
get
like-
fish slapped.
I'd be like, why's your character suck? What are you doing to improve your character? It's not always the actor's fault, okay?
Yeah, that's true.
It's just the writing.
Yeah.
The writing
or the
has to be
character.
there. It's one of those like, okay, Gordon needs a girlfriend. We'll make it Barbara. What are we going to do with her? Put her in the background. Always at the apartment. We'll figure something out.
Yeah. What big storylines do you have planned for her? Episode 4, she puts pants on.
She goes outside. That's as far as we've got.
Yeah, how about she talks to Montoya in the episode after that?
Woohoo.
See, that's my depiction of the writer's room for Barbara.
It's gone to the dogs.
Yeah. They're like, what should we do with this character?
Let's mess her up.
The dogs. Who let Barbara out? Woof.
How did she get out of the apartment? Did she learn how to open doors finally?
Oh. She must have been watching Dora or something.
Today we turn the knob. That's how it's done.
The cleaning lady set me free.
She has that disease where she can't go outside. She stepped out.
Oh, agoraphobia.
Yeah,
She
agoraphobia.
starts screaming. She's like, the sunlight, it hurts.
I think you meant agoraphobia. It sounds like you're describing vampirism or something.
You know, it'd be really funny.
There's what?
What if she goes to the circus and then is freaked out by the clowns and has chlorophobia?
Do.
What
And
if
then
Gordon
she
goes to the
becomes a
circus
supervillain.
and he finds that Barbara's working at the circus because she needed a job.
She could be cleaning up after the elephants.
She's at the bottom of the pile in the clown car. Tyler, would you love that scene if she's just sitting there at the circus and you just hear doo, doo,
Yes.
doo, and she's like, no, stop it! It's like, Tyler, would you
Oh my
be
God.
happy with the scene where Barbara is frightened of yes. Oh, but Zach was telling me earlier today. He said he was all upset because the way the episode ended, because he wanted to see Fish's reaction when Cobblepot walked in and was like, "Hello, Fish."
Oh yeah.
He wanted to see her freak out, and I was like, probably next week.
Probably should have punched Cobblepot in the face. That's what I was waiting for. She just punches him in the face,
I don't know.
and then it
She
cuts
has-
to
she has-
the black.
She has Zaz and a lot of guns on her. I don't think she's breathing hard, let alone throwing any punches.
Well, I just love that everybody underestimates him, and he has a way of shocking everybody.
Oh yeah.
They're always like, "Oh, it was Cobblepot." Yeah, no joke.
What?
Everyone's always like surprised that it's Cobblepot. And I'm like, no joke. He's the one that no one thinks about.
Well, yeah, he's the slimy little toady who's like plays all sides against each other.
Mm-hmm.
So he Cobblepots everybody.
I guess this week I answered that age-old question: where do you keep your fish? In a cobble.
Ouch.
That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. The heck, computer? My computer's up.
It sounds like a drone.
That's what I was gonna say. Are you being hunted by a drone?
That would be pretty sweet, wouldn't it be?
How did we get to this week's episode of The Flash?
Yeah, exactly.
I was attacked.
Are you throwing a missile?
No, but I'm stepping off my chair.
Uh-oh.
What are you up to, computer? How dare you?
Nothing. Just becoming sentient and kill you.
My computer just said, "Hi, I'm Skynet."
Oh.
That's a Terminator joke.
Come with me if you want to live.
Oh, ho, ho.
So, anyone else have any other thoughts on this episode?
No, I think we pretty much have said it all and kind of gone off the deep end, gone
Yeah,
into
we
a
have.
world order.
I love that the show's back, but now I'm like waiting. I can't wait for a break either, so we can review Mask of the Phantasm.
I know.
We'll do it. We will do it.
Just make sure you watch it, Kelly.
I shall.
We're gonna break it down scene by scene, frame by frame.
Like we said, not only is the gangster element there, the Joker before he becomes Joker, which is tied in with the gangsters, but we get a young Bullock too in flashbacks.
Awesome.
Uh-huh.
I can't wait to see it.
And of course, it's the best Batman ever, Kevin Conroy.
Yeah.
No one can argue with that one.
That's who we need to clip from is Conroy.
That's who we should have on the show. Good luck with that one.
All I want is that would be awesome, but all I care about is a clip. Just be like, "This is Batman," and you're listening to my favorite podcast.
Why can't they just get Kevin Conroy to be on Gotham? Like, the man never gets, like, he's done acting, live action acting in shows, but no one knows what he looks like. How cool would it be just to have him on an episode of Gotham as somebody?
I know, but that would fly over so many people's heads, because then, like, people familiar with the anime series probably know who he looks like.
That's all the more reason to have him on there. Just because, how many people do we not realize what they look like, or been on the show, they've just been, like, throwaway actors? Like, we could have had somebody really legit.
Yeah, Robin Lord Taylor was on Walking Dead twice.
Nice.
And let's just say he won't be on anymore.
Now
was
he's a
just
walking
thinking him as-
cobblepotted.
I was just think of him as ADD from Accepted.
Alright, is that it?
Yep.
Alright, everyone. Contact us, let us know what you think. Good, bad, ugly, whatever. Our email is beforethebat@gmail.com. On Facebook, we're Before the Bat, the Gotham Podcast. Please like us. Please like us.
Please.
Twitter.
Please.
Please like us. On Twitter, we're at Before the Bat Pod. Instagram is Before the Bat _Flash Arrow Pod. And Tumblr is Before the Bat /Flash Arrow Pod. And as we said last time, remember to go to our page on southgatemediagroup.com and hit the button for the forum. Come visit us at the forum.
Yeah, and live tweet with me on Monday night.
Yes.
'Cause
Let
it's
Kelly
a
know what's
blast.
up.
At Before the Bat Pod. And my personal Twitter is at NightlyP.
Mine is at JTY Patrick.
And I am at Supersquint. SUPERSQUINT.
On every social media known
That's
to man.
right.
The Super Squint rises.
Alright, folks, I guess that's it for this week. So until next week,
Same bat time, same bat channel.
The Gotham Podcast. Congratulations, Tyler and Junia.
Thank you.
Hee hee hee.